Dakota, thank you very much for taking the time. You're probably the highest level Bulgarian fighter in the world at the moment. Could you tell me, you're in Thailand. Why are you here?
So I just had a fight announced. I'll be fighting February the 7th in Dubai. I've been out with a hand injury. I broke my hand in my last fight. So I just thought I'd come to Thailand, switch things up a little bit. I'm normally at American Top Team, but I wanted to come before I get into camp and change it up a little bit, come somewhere sunny, somewhere nice and warm where I want to get out of bed in the morning because in England right now it's freezing. So yeah, we're just coming out, doing some training, getting going again, and then we'll get into proper camp in a few weeks.
Yeah, but tell me, what is it like to be here in Thailand? Because it was raining a lot, now it's getting
Yeah.
sunny. But what has it been for you here?
Yeah, well, we've only been here 2 days, and as soon as we got here, everybody said that they've had weeks of bad weather. It's been like rainy season, so we're very lucky that it's nice and warm now that we've arrived. But to me, it makes a big difference to wake up in the morning and see the sunshine. It makes me very motivated, so I'm happy to be here. Yeah.
But let me ask you some real questions because, first of all, you compete in MMA, probably
Yeah.
the most dangerous sport in the world, and you're also a girl. Could you tell me, how did you decide to start with MMA, such a dangerous game, being also a girl?
Yeah. I mean, my mum used to be a Thai boxer. She was world champion, so I definitely get it from her. I always say I don't know whether I would have come to this sport if it wasn't for my mum. I would like to think I would. But, you know, she definitely was the person that got me into the sport. I did Thai boxing first, and then coming over to MMA was just... I've always been somebody that's kind of wants to get to the top of sports, and I kind of did that in Thai boxing. I wanted a little bit more. I also wanted to make this a career, and I felt like MMA was growing really, really fast, a lot faster than Thai boxing was at the time. So that's how I ended up here. Yeah.
Okay, but there are many girls who want to start with combat sports,
Yeah.
but they're afraid. They think maybe I'll
Yeah.
go to the gym and maybe they'll bully me or there are some big
Yeah.
guys or whatever. But you made that step and
Yeah.
you're extremely successful in your career. What advice would you give to a girl who wants to start but is afraid of starting?
Yeah, I mean, I was scared to come here. I was afraid to come here. You know, it is very intimidating to come and do new things, especially for somebody that hasn't had anyone around them that's done it before. You know, I had my mum to kind of help me and support me. Same with my brothers. You know, to be around, and for somebody, a girl, a woman that's doing it on her own for the first time is very, very scary. But I'm scared too. Like, don't worry. Everyone feels the same. It's just that we all hide it a little bit different. I think. Well, the one advice I would say is just to enjoy it. Just come, maybe do one-on-one training first. Don't go into a big class. You know, just come, enjoy it. That's the main thing for me. You have to love it. You know, don't be so hard on yourself straight away and so serious. Just come, enjoy. You know, take it slow, and you will fall in love for sure.
Okay, that's a great piece of advice.
Yeah.
But could you tell me, many girls are afraid of training this because they'll get punched in the nose.
Yes.
Maybe they think, oh, my face will change.
Yeah.
But you fight at the highest level. You still are very good looking. Could you tell me, how do you remain good looking
Yeah.
in the most dangerous game in the world?
I mean, my striking's not too bad, so I'm doing all right for now. But I've had a few black eyes and things like that. I'm sure I'll take a bit more damage in the future, but you have to accept that. You have to know that when you get into this sport, things like that can happen. But don't put that at the forefront of your mind. You know, I don't think about that all the time. I just think I enjoy this sport. I love it. I get punched in the face. So what? Like, for me, I've never been somebody that's cared about that or thought about it all the time. So that's probably why I'm still here. You know, I don't think about the broken noses and everything that might come. You know, it hasn't happened yet. So for me, I don't think about the future too much.
Okay. I know you don't think too much about the future, but you have a big fight in February.
Yeah.
And I'm curious to know, for example, when you wake up today and, okay, you know, 2 months from now, I have to compete. Is there a certain pressure that you experience on a daily basis? Are you completely relaxed, or what is it like?
Yeah, there is a lot of pressures for sure. I mean, I'm not even in like a strict camp right now, and I still feel a lot of pressure being here, getting back moving again. You know, so that's just something that you live with every day, pressure, you know, but that's kind of what motivates you. I feel like if I didn't have that little bit of pressure, I wouldn't be bothered to get up and do well every morning. So for me, like, you want to keep that little bit of, you know, like anxiety and you know, pressure, like you said, because that's what will make you achieve big things.
Okay, but so you say on a daily basis you experience pressure and it's healthy pressure, but how do you relax? What is your way of of turning the pressure off and relaxing?
Yeah, I mean, I'm lucky to have my brothers here with me all the time. You know, I kind of keep myself busy. I don't take life too serious. You know, we go out and do fun things in between training. And again, I make training fun. You know, I try and enjoy it. I don't come here super, super serious and like, you know, like really like angry and everything like that. I enjoy this sport. I love it. I'm happy when I train. So I think that's the main thing for me. We just enjoy life. You know, this is a bonus that we get to do this every day. So for me, I have to be grateful for that.
Yeah. But you had a severe injury.
Yeah.
Could you tell me, for example, a person like you who you love training, you are a very healthy person, then something like this happens.
Yeah.
How do you go through these months of injury?
Yeah, I mean, it was tough for sure. I think this time I was really lucky because I was very busy with other work outside the sport. It's always been very important to me that, you know, I do other things outside of fighting. So I was actually filming my part in a film in Bulgaria recently, which was really cool. And that was the time when I was recovering from my hand injury. So that kept me very busy. So I was very grateful for that. But times when, you know, I haven't got things going on and I can't go to training, it is very, very tough on the mind. But again, I'm lucky to have family around me and a good team that keeps me going. I like to just go in the gym and be a part of it, even if I'm not on the mat training, you know, things like that just keeps me involved.
But could you tell me, how important is it for a fighter to have things going on not only in the cage or in the ring, but also outside of the sport?
Yeah, for me and my family, we've always been big on that. You know, my mum, she was a Thai boxer, highest level, very popular, but she never kind of planned for the future. And once fighting was done, she didn't really have any massive things set up, and she always regret that. So that's something she's always passed on to me, that I need to be something else. You know, I'm not, fighting doesn't define me and it's not forever. You know, that hand injury could have ended my career, and now what do I do? So I think it's really important that fighters look at something else, make sure that they kind of split their time into other things, you know, because this isn't forever, unfortunately. And I guess some people don't want to fight forever. You know, it's a tough life. So we want to get in quickly and get out.
Get in, get rich, get out.
Yes.
But what would you say? What would you say in a perfect world? How does your career play out?
I mean, stay on top. I want to be undefeated for sure. I know a lot of people say like, oh, you know, you're going to lose sometime. No, not everyone has to lose. So for me, I want to keep that O at the end of my record. I just want to be the top flyweight in the world, you know, wherever that is. I just want to be the number one. So for me, that's kind of where I want to stay in this sport. And I'm just going to see where it takes me. You know, I don't have any pressure. My goals change all the time over the last few years. Loads of things have changed in my life. So I just want to keep performing at the highest level, keep beating these girls. And who knows, I want a family in the future as well. So that's an important thing for me.
Okay, but what is very interesting is, so your mom is British.
Yes.
Your dad is Bulgarian,
Yeah.
just like me.
Yeah.
But your mom was a fighter.
Yes.
But Balkan genetics, so Bulgaria and these countries, we've also got very strong genetics.
Yes.
How much did you get from your dad when it comes to fighting?
I mean, my dad is very quiet. We don't talk about him too much, but he's very athletic as well. He was a ski instructor, very, very high level skier. I mean, wrestling is massive in the town that he's from. He's from Samakov, and they have an amazing wrestling team there. So I definitely take a lot of my sporting genetics from him, but I am going to give a lot of it to my mum for sure.
Okay, but when you go to Samukov,
Yes.
have you done some wrestling there?
I actually went to watch a class once, but I've not joined in yet, no.
But they don't know who you are.
No, when I went there, it was quite a few years ago. I wasn't like quite big in the MMA world, so they kind of knew my dad because he's known in that town, but they didn't know like what level I was at that point.
Okay, but how does it feel for you when you go to Bulgaria?
Now it's changed a lot. You know, sometimes I get recognized. I mean, on Instagram, majority of my followers are Bulgarian. Like the support I get from Bulgaria is probably more than the UK sometimes. Anytime I go live on the social media, it's all Bulgarians supporting me, which is massive honor for me. And it's a big part of my life. You know, like you said, my dad's Bulgarian. Hopefully one day we can take some kind of MMA card there and do something in Sofia, I think.
Yeah. But what would you say? British people are more balanced. They are not really emotional, but Bulgarian people are very emotional. I don't know about your dad, but in general, Bulgarian
Yes.
people are very emotional. So could you feel in yourself that you also have that Balkan mentality a little bit?
Yeah, for sure. I do feel like that. And like you said, my dad is very emotional. He's very proud of his country. He'll fly the flag. You know, he's very proud in that way, and you see that a lot in Bulgaria, whereas in the UK it's a little bit different. And I'm the same, you know, I always make sure I carry the Bulgarian flag out with me when I walk out for my fights. My walkout entrance music is the bagpipes, so it's like it's an honor for us to be half Bulgarian, and it's something that we'll push for a long time.
Yeah, but a couple of last questions because I know you're a busy person.
Yeah.
But could you tell me, you mentioned that you would love to do something in Sofia in Bulgaria
Yes.
after your career. So what would you do?
No, I want to do it during my career. I want to fight in Bulgaria, and I want to headline a card there for sure. So whether that's with PFL, hopefully we can bring it there one day. I do keep mentioning it all the time in all my interviews. I'm like, we need to go to Sofia. Hopefully it'll happen one day. And I feel like you said, Bulgarian fans are very passionate. You know, they will all be there to support. So I've got my walkout planned. I've got my music planned. I just need to make it happen now.
Okay. Last question for you. Imagine that I meet you on the day after your fight. So in February, after the day after the fight, what would you tell me? How did it go? How did you perform?
I got another stoppage, and I'm back on top, and I'm ready to fight again to give me another one. Last year I only fought once, and I was really upset about that. So hopefully this year I can stay very busy.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
I wish you all the best, and I truly respect that you carry the flag because
Thank you.
many people forget about Bulgaria.
They do.
So all the best with your career.
Thank you so much. Thank you.